What's up, YouTube? Based When we left off on our last video, we didn't finish the front end. I wish we did. I was thinking about something else. So before we get started working on the back end and setting that up, we're gonna finish our front end, and then we're gonna work on the back end and get this project done. So the first thing we need to do is just change directories into our folder, and we're going to install a package called Axios. So just change directory into client. So I'm in React project and then client. I'm do npm I dash dash save Axios. I'm not going to install it because I installed it already because my computer is running slow and I wasn't be able to export this video because it's too long. So I'm just trying to cut some time. So once that's installed, we're going to head over to our React project folder, client, source, and then app.js. And we're going to finish up the front end and then head over to our back end. So first we need to do is import Axios from Axios. Head down to our constructor, and below this.handle.change, we'll add one more called this.handle_submit equals this.handle_submit.bind this. And we'll come down to our handle submit function. We're going to go ahead and add our route for the backend, and just like the post method with Axios. So we're going to do const form equals await, because we're going to use async await here. Axios.post. Then we need the path or the route, which is going to be API/form. You'll see what we use that for later. Then I keep my code clean. And then right here, we're just going to do, this is an object, but since it's named the same thing, so the object is going to be name, the value's a name. With ES6, we could just do it one time. So name, email, and message. What this is doing or saying is name. It's the same thing. Don't forget our async up here. So I could use async await. And that's it for app.js. So save that. And then we're going to head down to our package.json file. Oops, I already had it there. So inside our package.json file, below private, we need to add a field called proxy. This is going to proxy our backend server to our front end. So we're going to do proxy and then http local host semicolon 3001 comma. Save that, and that should be it for the front end. So we close out all these files, and let's finally head over to the back end. So close out client, and we're going to head over to React project, the main folder. Right click it, new file. We're going to call this index.js. Now before we start anything in that, head over to our terminal, and we're going to go up one directory in our project. So change directory space dot dot or period. Ooh, excuse me. And the first thing we're going to do is npm init-y. If you don't know what that means, it's going to make a package.json file for us with its default values. You will see it pop up on your folder any second now. There we go. And then we're going to install a few packages while we start working on the code. So packages we need We need express, body parser, node mailer, concurrently, and node mon. So let's go ahead and install those. npm I -- save express body -parser node mailer node mon and concurrently, and hit enter. I'll put this script down in the description too. I know I'm moving kind of fast. It's just QuickTime's acting up and won't let me export this video because it's too long. So hit enter and install all those packages. And then while that's installing, head to your package.json file, and we're going to change a few things. So we're going to head down to scripts, and we're going to delete test and make a new one, a couple new ones actually. First one is start. It's going to have value of node index.js. This is really for like the when we upload it, when we need this right now. We're still just going to put it there for now. So do a comma, then the next script is server. It's going to be node mon index.js, comma. We have client. This is going to be npm run start -- prefix client. All this is saying is go to our client folder and run npm run start, comma. I'm going to call this one, call this one dev. And this is what we're going to use concurrently. This is so that we could run two scripts at the same time. So we're going to do concurrently space / double quotes npm run server / then outside of that, outside of the double quotes, we'll do / double quote npm run client / double quote double quote. X out of package.json. All this is doing or saying is run npm run server, so the back end, and run npm run client, which is the front end. And you'll see how that works in a minute once we start the server. So now inside of our index.js, first thing first is we're going to need to import all of our packages. So we had one called express, so require express. We had one called body parser equals require. There's body dash parser. We had node mailer. And we're going to have one more called app, and this is going to call express. Let's initialize express for us. Give some space. Then we're going to call app.use body parser.json. This is going to parse our form inputs into JSON for us. We're going to do app.use body parser one more time. This time going to be URL encoded. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's right. Encoded. And that's going to take an object. We'll extend it false. Give that some space. Let's create our first route or our test route just to see our information. So we're going to do app dot let's just do app.post. And if you remember, we used a route called API/form on our front end. It's going to have two parameters, request and response. Fat arrow notation. Actually, let's just call this, let's just do it the main route right now so you can see that it works. Matter of fact, no, let's keep it back. I'm sorry. We can do it like that. I'm going to do console.log req.body. Come out of that. We'll do one more variable called port, all caps, equals process.env.port or 3001. And do app.listen, if I can spell, app.listen to port. And console.log that. Backticks, which is below your escape key. This is so you can concatenate variables with strings easy. We're going to do server, listen, then on port, then $, curly brackets, port. So all this is saying if we have a process.env variable called port, get that port. If not, use port 3001. And we're just going to listen, well, console.log, server listen on port 3001 or whichever port this process sets up for us. So let me just show y'all where I got this API form from. So we're going to run this. I'm going to just run this while I'm talking to y'all because my computer is slow. So inside your main project folder, React project, do npm run dev. Let that run. And where we got this route from is we set it inside of our React part. Go back to app.js. You see we have a route API/form. So whenever you hit submit, it's sending this route API/form, and it's going to post it to the backend, and it's going to come and run this function or route for us. As you can see, we have server listener on port 3001. So the backend is running. Now the front end should start running soon. Come on, baby. Come on with it. So while we wait for that, go to Google and type in Node Mailer. This is the last part that we need to do. Click the first link. Scroll down. I'm going to be using this to get my test email as well, so y'all won't see my personal information and I have to set up a whole new account. But this is basically what we're just going to copy and paste into our app.post method. We're going to add an HTML view. So it's going to look basically same thing as like this. If you want to use Google, you would, instead of host being this, it would be smtp.google.com. And I think the port is 487. I'm not sure. So let's test this out. test.gmail.com, test message. Submit that. As you can see, you go to your console or your terminal. We have name test with the value test, email with the value test at Gmail, and message with the value test message. So it's getting our values from the form good. And that's because of request.body. So let's go ahead and delete the console.log and program node mailer inside here to send emails for us now. So to start off, we're going to do node mailer dot create test account. This is going to have two parameters, error and account. Fat arrow notation. We're going to go ahead and make our HTML view. So const HTML email equals backticks. Hit enter. Let's just say H3. Contact details. Close that. I'm going to do a unordered list. First one's going to be name. And we did backtick so we could use or include a variable. So remember we had request.body and then it had name email message. So right here we're going to do request.body.name. I'm going to close that. And we could just copy this. Do it one more time. I'm going to call this email. Request.body.email. Close our UL. And we're going to do a paragraph. Let's do it H3. Let's say message. And then paragraph with request.body.message. And that's that. So still inside of node mailer create test account method. Tab or enter twice, get some space. And let's do the next part, which is creating the mail options. No, I'm sorry, skipping ahead. The transporter. So let transporter equals node mailer dot create transport. Then we have host smtp dot ethero. I'm not sure how you say that. Y'all let me know if I said it wrong. I'm pretty sure I did. We got port 587. We got auth, which is an object. We have user. If y'all gonna use this test account, right click on ethero, come here and click create ethero account. Let's see if it lets me log in with my old stuff. Actually, I got it over here. I should be able to log in still. If not, I create another one. Okay, it's still there. So yeah, just go there and create a new account if you want to just use this for test purposes. What is that yet? So user, I just had it copied. I'm gonna copy mine. And comma, pass, same thing. Copy your password. This will be the same step if you're using Google or Hotmail, Yahoo, or whatever you want to use. So outside of the transporter or create transport, you have some more space. Then we're going to do let mail options equal. It's going to be from tests@gmail.com. Well, let's just do test@testaccount.com. We're going to copy your email. That's who we're sending it to. Reply to. I should say test@testaccount.com. And subject. Just say new message. Message. Text. Request. Dot body. Dot message. And then HTML. We're going to use our HTML email. Now we have one more thing to do, and that would be it. We can test it out. We're going to do transporter send mail. This going to do mail options with two parameters, error and info. If there's an error, we're going to return console.log that error. If there is no error, just on console.log that message URL and the sent status. So sent %s info.message and then console.log message URL. Node mailer dot get test message URL. That's gonna have info. All right, so save that. With Node Mon, it's gonna restart it by itself for us. So let that restart. Server listed on port 3000. Okay, good, no errors. Let's go to my messages. As you see, I have two messages right now. So let's try sending another message. Let's just say finally done. Send that. We got a new message today at 0:01 o'clock. Finally done from test@gmail.com. So let's just change this to YouTube so I can see that it's actually working. From YouTube at test@gmail.com. So that's it, guys. That's how we make a React app with a Node backend to send emails. Very basic stuff. If you have any problems, leave a comment. I'll be glad to help you. If you want to put this up on Heroku and just play around with it, just let me know. I might make a video to show you how to do that as well. But yeah, thanks for watching.